Hey guys, welcome in, and today we're going to talk about Best Girl Eris. Now, at first, Eris seems kind of like she is nothing but sword for brain, and she probably is until she meets Rudius, who makes quite the impact on her, showing her how important education is. And that's when she really starts to let Rudius into her life, giving him permission to call her Eris. And just like Ghislaine, she says not Erisama or San, just Eris. It's not until the displacement incident where Eris really starts to become, she starts to admire Rudius a little more. And while she may not physically show it to Rudius, what she does do is goes up to bat for him when Rugerd is about to kill one of the kidnappers when they're in their first city in the demon continent. This is the first time that she really shows a little bit more depth and how much attention that she actually pays to things. She goes on to say that Rudius is always thinking about how to best do things and just like how much planning Rudius does and how he cares for the party. And Eris, like her grandfather and her father, also has a deep infatuation with the beast folk. And you can definitely see it whenever they're in the beast village in the Great Forest, I believe it's called. And she really didn't want to leave, but she knew she had to go and see her home. Second time that we really start to see some depth in Eris is after fighting Orsted when Rudius dies and is brought back to life by Orsted, that she truly does care for Rudius because she's just sitting there with his head in her lap, cradling him until he wakes up. It's a really sweet scene. Just seeing Eris soften up for once. Moment where we start to see Eris begin to be a little more tender hearted is after they get back to the Fitoa region and Eris asks everybody to leave the tent after she discovers that her family has all been either executed or died during the displacement incident. And she takes this moment to actually cry, which she actually cried over Rudius whenever he was revived by Orsted as well. So that's the second time that we've seen her cry actually. And then Eris leaves. She leaves a simple note and her hair for Rudius. Why she left her hair, I don't really know, but that's just who she is, I guess. And she leaves a note saying that they're not a good match, plummeting Rudius into full on depression, not leaving the tent for days. We were lucky enough to see at the end of season one, when Eris is traveling with Ghislaine to begin her sword training at the Sword Sanctum, that she didn't leave because she doesn't love Rudius. She left because she doesn't feel she's a good match. She, she wanted to become somebody who is worthy of Rudius. And in Rudius's mind, they're already a good match. He already loves her. To be fair, she took his virginity, so that does probably play into the way Rudius views her. But she doesn't think that she's worthy. And she's constantly impressed by Rudius and how he's able to use his brain to sort of plan things out and also how crafty he is in battle. And these are the reasons, amongst many others, that Eris is best girl. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.